Welcome back. This is a Manchester United versus Ipswich match preview. Nothing much has changed since the first game of Amorim being in charge. The first game was against Ipswich, and again Amorim playing against Ipswich in the second leg, and still nothing has changed from these players. The performance hasn't improved much since Amorim took charge, starting from the first game against Ipswich in the first leg. Now Amorim going to face Ipswich in the second leg. Still, nothing has changed. And also, in his first post-match interview after that draw against Ipswich away in the first leg, he did say that I think that was first game, being that he was introducing his system, the formation, the 3-4-3 formation, and did say that because if you saw that game, these players performed decimally. Despite starting performing so well, I think in the first 15 minutes and scoring the early goal, Rashford scoring for us the early goal. I think in the first, I think it was 50th second. After that, after 15 minutes, these players just went flat, nothing to show until the 90th minute. And after that game, Amorim did say that these players were thinking too much, and it said it was because he only had two sessions with them in training, and it seems like with the time these players will improve. Up to now, nothing has happened, and also I think most of the fans, most of the pundits, media are saying that, you know what, Amorim, this 3-4-3 formation, you can't suit these players, can't work here. I think, and that was just the first game. And it said what, it's all about the 3-4-3 formation. It's about understanding the game, and he knows these players need to improve on that, about understanding the game. And up to now, these players are not understanding the game. We saw it in the last game against Everton, where we came back and drew 2-2. The players were not marking so well. They're not passing so well. They're just not into the game. They're not understanding the game so well. And since Amorim took charge, I think it was in the game week, is it game week 11 or 10? Up now, I think has improved. And also, he said about adapting the formation. Same. He had a hope to this player that with the timing that you only had to session them, but with the time they will improve. Until now, nothing has happened with these players. They ain't improving. And so, in his post-match interview against Everton, he did say, you know what? We need to survive. We need to survive. That shows that he now focuses on the results, not the performance, because he knows these players cannot produce the best performance. So it's about just getting the result. That's why he said we need to survive, because he knows he can't fix these players, because the kind of players that we have can't be fixed. It's all about the system. This kind of players that we have cannot be fixed. And Amorim knows that. That's why he said we need to survive. And also, what it means also, the season should just end. And if you start the new season in the summer, he will get the best players that will adapt to his system. But now, he said we need to survive. So look at these players, the position that we are facing Ipswich at Old Trafford. Where we're not Old Trafford nowadays, it's a ground where any team can come, snatch a win easily, and walk away with it. It's not like the old days where you could come to Old Trafford and get battered by Manchester United. But nowadays, it's an easy ground for any team. Any team doesn't fear coming to Old Trafford, because they know that they're not going to face a tougher team. They're going to face a team that can be beaten, and easily being beaten. So, look at our position. We are in the Premier League. We are in the 15th position. We were lucky to draw with Everton, and we saw West Ham defeated Arsenal. If Everton could have defeated us, we could have been in the 16th position now. But with that, we came down from 2 goals and drew that game 2-2. We still remain in the 15th position, which is not a better position. Look at that, we only have 30 points, and Ipswich, they are in the relegation zone, 18th position with 17 points. We are only above them with 13 points. Imagine if they defeat us, we'll be above them with 10 points. And now you can see we'll be reducing our gap from where we are and in the relegation zone. And we have seen teams from the relegation zone coming to Old Trafford and showing us a good game. And we saw it. Southampton came here and showed us a good game despite not winning. Leicester City came us and showed us a good game, that they're better than us. You can now see team can now come here and just even the teams that are in the relegation zone can come here and produce the best performance for us. Even though Ipswich in the last seven Premier League games, they haven't won none. They've only drawn two and lost five. You can see that they're not in their best form. But you will be surprised them coming at Old Trafford, looking that they're the underdog. They're not performing so well, but they will show us their best game, and you might even be surprising that is this the Ipswich team that is in the relegation zone, because they will be playing so well, and because we are an easy team to play against, because these are teams that can't mark players. They don't know how to mark players. They know to make the passes. They know we're just. It's like these players don't even train together. It's like when they meet in the field, it's like they've never even seen each other, because that seems like in the pitch, if they are there, that's the first time they're meeting each other, because the performance that is playing is not that good. And to me, I'll always need results from these players, because in terms of performance, they can't do that much. We have seen it, because in this Amorim system, there are three things that players need: good technical, showing athleticism and physicality, and also football intelligence. These players do not show any of those three that I've just mentioned. Physicality, they don't bring any physicality into the game. But we saw against Everton, where we're being powered in terms of physicality, the only player that could at least match at least physical was Patrick Dog in that game. But the rest, in terms of physicality, were being overpowered in terms of physicality. And against Ipswich, this is a game that we just need to win. We just need to win it, at least to try and catch up. We know we can't be relegated, but they just need to win, at least to at least get away from that, from the half bottom of the table. Because imagine us finishing the 15th position, it won't be looking good. 15th position, it's not good for us. And if we keep dropping points, team like West Ham will be above us. A team like Wolves might be above us, looking that we've only left them with how many points? Wolves have left Wolves with at least, is it 11 points? 11 points. They're 19th. They have 19 points in the 17th position. So United, they just need to, they just need to at least try and at least finish the season so well. We know they can't produce the best performance, but they just need to go for the results, win, win. Because the teams like the games that we need to take advantage and win is the kind of games like these games like when you face teams like Ipswich, who are in the relegation zone and they're not performing so well. But it seems like we don't always do that. We don't always take advantage of the situation when you face teams like Ipswich, teams that is not performing so well, that is not in a good form. We tend to drop points in such scenarios. So with Amorim, I always say I have lots of trust in him that he can improve this team. He will improve this team when he gets the kind of player that he needs. But the moment the ones that we have, even him, he did say we need to survive the game. We need to survive the Premier League. We need just to survive, because you can see we've only left with 12 game until the Premier League concludes. 12 game until the Premier League concludes, and we can see teams like Ipswich are teams that where we need to grab those 3 points. Even though at Old Trafford it won't be that easy, because we're not been that in good form at winning games at Old Trafford. Our home record has not been that good. Has been, I would say, worst. Since this is the season that our home record has been the worst in, I'll say, Manchester United history. I'll say it. We've not been taking advantage of the situation of Old Trafford and winning more games, because at home, so you need to win most of your games compared to away games. Away games, if losing less, not bad, but at home, so you need to win more of your games, at least to be somewhere. So got returning back against Everton. He was impressive, and also he scored a goal when he came back from injury. And I think the game against Ipswich, I want to see a midfield of at least Bruno Fernandes and Ugarte, because so far mine is not available. So Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes will be much better. And but in the behind the striker, I want to see Garnacho and either Zaxi. Garnacho Zaxi, because Garnacho is a player that you can see making the runs, because against Everton, there are no players that are making those runs. Because Bruno Fernandes cannot make the runs. Bruno Fernandes is too slow. And the Lodge, it's so just unfortunate that Mazrui kind of injured and weren't available. I would have loved for the Lord to be on the bench. The game against Everton, he was invisible in the game. He was playing out of position. I was seeing Manu Lugate going to his position where the Lord needs to be to make those crosses, but it was Manu Lugate. It seems like the Lord is just playing out of position. He was invisible throughout that game. I didn't see him in that game. I didn't see much of him in that game because these are players that just need to be stay on the bench. You don't care even if he's a Portuguese and Amorin is a Portuguese. He needs to be on the bench because his performance has been decimal of late. I only thought that being playing on the left wing back is the reason why he's not playing so well because it's not his position, but also in the right wing back I can see he's not even playing so well too. So I think if Mazrui will be back from the injury, if he'll recover, I'll want to see Mazrui playing his position, and Yoro being that Martinez is still injured, either Yoro or Aiden Haven to play as a left centre back. As a left centre back, I think there will be that balance the team. So imagine Dorgu playing the left wing back, Mazrui playing the right wing back. At least Mazrui is much better than this is a lot. Even he plays in his right position. So I think that's just it. So I'll just want these players just to win this game, and win is what matters. 30 points. We need to win this game against Ipswich at least to be the third to have. We have 33 points at least. If we win this game against Ipswich and the team that in the 14th, I think it is Everton, 13th Tottenham. If they won't win their games, it will be at least something above them. That's what we need. We need now from starting from now until the end of the season, the last 12 games, we need to keep winning those games at least to grab those 3 points. I think that's all I had for you. Thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.